Hey guys, this is Mike from PTT Outdoor and I just came back from Maliau Basin. So if you watched my previous video on things to pack for Maliau Basin, you would have seen that I actually packed a lot of things. I think it's more than 30 to 40 items in my bag. The trek has been quite difficult and I just want to make this video to make sure that you know what is really important and what I really wish I brought during Maliau Basin. So some of the items that I brought is very relevant, some of them was not so relevant, and some of them is things that I wish I brought during Maliau Basin. The first thing that I felt was very important during the whole Maliau Basin trek was my hiking stick, which I still have it on my back over here. This was amazing help throughout the whole 5 days because we were trekking up to, on the hardest day we were doing 15 km, so up and down, and both during up and down the trekking stick was very useful. It was one of the things that helped me conserve a lot of energy, and yeah, it survived the whole Maliau Basin trip. The hiking stick is definitely hiking stick or hiking pole as you call it would definitely be one of the items that I recommend you all to bring if you are doing the Maliau Basin trek. The other item that I am very glad that I brought, which I think you all definitely should, would be your Leech socks. Okay, so throughout the whole Maliau Basin trek, the trek was quite damp, so the amount of leech that we face on a daily basis is an average of 5 to 10 leech depending on how fast you move. But one thing that I'm glad is I got my Leech socks, and if you can see a picture over here, there you can notice that I am actually wearing the Leech socks on top of my pants, and then I have my shoes on, so basically they can't get in from my leg. But of course I got a few bite on my hand and my belly as well, but at least I got my Leech socks and it protected me quite a bit. Every time I stop, there's like 2 or 3 leech on the socks. This is really helpful, and at the same time this is my waterproof socks as well, so I managed to keep my feet dry along the 5 days of trekking, and it was really helpful because early in the morning you actually do not want to put on a pair of very wet socks and it's quite uncomfortable. The third thing that I would definitely bring is actually a sleeping bag. So they actually informed us that we would be sleeping in hostels, not knowing that some of us, because the hostels was full, some of us had to sleep outside at the living room, and it was quite cold at night. So one thing I'm really glad is that I bought my sleeping bag and it helped a lot. Some of the members did not have sleeping bag and they were shivering, and it's very hard for us to share. So yeah, sleeping bag is one of the things that I'm glad I brought, and although it's a bit heavy, I did carry it myself, and that was really helpful during my Maliau Basin trip. And this is only 680 grams, so is a must bring for Maliau Basin. Even if you are sleeping in the hostel room, some of the girls were saying that it was quite cold because it's a virgin forest, we are right in the middle of a forest. It can drop up to like 15 to 16 degrees at 3 to 4 a.m. So yeah, I would suggest definitely bring your sleeping bag to Maliau Basin. And another thing that this one I wish I brought but I did not bring enough was actually enough of energy gels and also energy bars. The issue that we faced was that some of the members did not bring enough of the energy gels and we had to share it around, which comes to the point, this is falling, which comes to the point we actually I gave out my energy gel and I did not have enough for myself, but it was fine because I was okay. But if there's one thing that I would want to bring more of is definitely the energy gel and the energy bar and your chocolate bar and your Milo and your tea drinks and all that, because that would be really helpful. And another thing that item number 4 that I'm glad that I brought, and this one is a must bring for Maliau Basin, is definitely a small packable bag for your day hikes. So what happens is when you're hiking on day 1, you'll be bringing your own bag, which is the huge bag that we have over here. But on day 2, you will be going to different waterfalls along the way and you'll be going back to the same campsite. So what we usually do is we will take the small bag and pack only our essentials like your hydration bladder, your water bladder, and your energy gel and your raincoat, and you put it in this bag, and then you go to the waterfalls. You go to different waterfalls on a daily basis. So having a small bag like this makes it very easy for me to move around rather than having to lug a big bag like that to go to the waterfall. So definitely, if you are going to Maliau Basin, remember to bring a small bag, and preferably something like this which is water resistant, or if you have a waterproof dry bag, that would work as well for Maliau Basin. Two things that okay, so you know about the snacks, you know about the gels. I brought my rain cover for the bag, for my bag, which is in this bag. But one thing I regret not bringing is my raincoat. So it's definitely recommended for you to bring your raincoat, because the issue was I thought the canopy of the forest was good enough to cover me from the rain, but the rain got very heavy and the rain came really fast, and I did not have a raincoat. So what happened is I was drenched all the way to the bottom. It was quite cold at some point, so definitely I wish I brought a raincoat to the Maliau Basin trip, and if preferably something that can cover the back as well. But if you have a rain cover, you can just have a personal raincoat. And the last thing that I wish I brought for Maliau Basin, which I did not, funny enough, is actually a lantern that looks like this. A lantern that can actually stand, and the reason is because the toilets at Maliau Basin campsite, both Nefanti's camp and also Ginseng camp, is actually not lighted up. So when you enter the toilet, it's actually dark and you do not have any light within the toilet. So I really wish that I brought my lantern, and it would make my bathing and cleaning experience much easier. But I'm glad that some of the team members actually had lanterns and headlamps as well, which they very nicely loaned to me. But if I brought my own lantern, it would have been easier, because at 10 o'clock sharp at night, they would have off all light. So going to the toilet, moving around would be very difficult without any light source. So if you do not have a lantern, of course you can use your headlamp, you can use your torchlight, but the best idea would be to actually bring a lantern so that you can use it during Maliau Basin. So the trip has been very fruitful for all of us. It's been 5 days, 4 nights. I'll be more than happy to share more on the Maliau Basin Trek. But as we go along, just make sure you follow us on YouTube. Make sure you click subscribe and give us a like if you don't mind. And I'll be more than happy to share more tips with you. Thank you so much, guys. Hey guys, if you want to watch more videos from PTT Outdoor, make sure you click the link over here. And if you like the content that we make sure you smash the subscribe button right here.